Parang lalo pang nagiging palaban ng Beijing habang lumalakas ang US-Philippines Maritime Partnership matapos i-highlight ni US Defense Undersecretary Elbridge Colby ang mas konkretong American support para sa Philippine Coast Guard, kabilang ang rotational deployment ng 4 na fast response cutters para makipag-partner sa Pilipinas sa pagpapatrol at pag-secure ng Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone. Biglang muling lumakas ang rhetoric ng China sa Ayungin Shoal. At ang mensahe ng Beijing, Renai Reef is Chinese territory.
需要强调的是，仁爱礁是中国南沙群岛的一部分，是中国固有领土。
Law enforcement daw ang ginagawa ng China sa Ayungin Shoal. Pero ang tanong, kaninong batas at kaninong EEZ? Muling iginiit ng Beijing na ang Renai Jiao o Ayungin Shoal / Second Thomas Shoal ay part of and an inherent part of the territory of China, habang sinabi rin ng isang Chinese spokesperson na magpapatuloy ang Beijing sa tinatawag nitong rights protection and law enforcement operations sa paligid ng shoal.
我们坚决反对非要对中方的无端指责和攻击抹黑。关于菲方在仁爱礁蓄意挑衅、袭击中方人员一事，中国海警已经发布了消息，并公布了现场证据。中方采取必要应对措施，专业克制，无可非议。
Kasabay nito, inakusahan ng China ang Pilipinas at Australia ng unfounded accusations and smears at sinabing ang Manila umano ang deliberately nang poprovoke at umaatake sa Chinese personnel. Pero eto ang problema sa Chinese narrative, hindi dahil paulit-ulit mong sinabing iyo ang isang lugar, magiging iyo na ito. Ang Ayungin Shoal ay nasa loob ng Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone at ang 2016 arbitral ruling sa South China Sea rejected China's expansive maritime claims that have no basis under international law. Walang legal basis para basta magpakilalang Chinese law enforcer ang Beijing sa lugar na hindi naman nito maaaring angkinin bilang sarili nitong maritime jurisdiction.
Professional understanding with China on the resupply missions in Second Thomas Shoal or Ayungin Shoal. As the country's chief architect of foreign policy, do you believe that that professional arrangement has served Philippine interests and should remain in place, or do you think it should now be reviewed or revised or perhaps even terminated at this point?
Yes, there has been discussion recently about this, but I think the discussion is centered in the wrong things. It's focused on the wrong thing. These arrangements that we make are to prevent any kind of miscalculation, mistake that might lead to even greater tension and hopefully not conflict.
Kaya malinaw ang sagot ni President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sa usapin ng Ayungin resupply missions. Hindi kailangan ng Pilipinas ang permiso ng China.
And that's what we are trying to avoid, and that's why we make these arrangements. And it is especially important because we have to resupply our people who are still on the Sierra Madre. And if we just barge on through without what we actually do, we talk. There's been talk about a provisional agreement, but essentially what the Philippines does is that when we are going to conduct a resupply mission, we issue what is known as a NOTAM, which is just a notice of your maritime movements that our ship is going to go from here to there, and they will stay here, and we'll stay there for 2 days or whatever it is, and then come back.
Iginiit ni Marcos na ang 2024 Provisional Understanding between Manila and Beijing ay hindi nangangahulugang isinuko ng Pilipinas ang anumang rights nito sa West Philippine Sea at hindi rin nito binigyan ang China ng veto power sa Philippine rotation and resupply missions patungo sa BRP Sierra Madre.
There's no special arrangement that we somehow the implication is that we have to ask for permission or that we have to give up some of our rights. That's not the case at all. The case is very simple. Our vessels will sail, they will resupply or they will patrol or they will, and anytime that they do sail, that NOTAM is issued. And that's the extent of it.
Iyan ang dapat maging malinaw sa lahat, hindi China ang nag-a-approve kung pwedeng pumunta ang Philippine vessels sa Ayungin at dito bumabalik ang issue ukol sa legasya di umano ng previous Duterte regime. Noong Mayo 2024, mismong China ang nag-publicize ng sinasabi nitong 2016 Unwritten Agreement o ang controversial na Gentleman's Agreement sa Pilipinas noong panahon ni dating President Rodrigo Duterte kay Chinese President Xi Jinping. Ayon sa Beijing, nagkaroon umano ng temporary special arrangement tungkol sa access at activities ng Pilipinas sa disputed areas sa South China Sea, kabilang ang mga restriction na sinabi nitong dapat sundin ng Manila. At iyan ang nakakaintriga. China mismo ang naglabas ng bersyon nito. Hindi ito simpleng kwento na ginawa lamang ng mga kritiko ni Duterte. Mismong dating Pangulo ay kinilala noong 2024 na nagkaroon siya ng Gentleman's Agreement kay Chinese President Xi Jinping tungkol sa pagpapanatili ng status quo.